Good morning, everyone. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the inaugural function of this very momentous occasion. We are truly blessed to have among us distinguished dignitaries whose presence adds great value to this gathering. Now I cordially invite the distinguished dignitaries to please take their seats in the podium. Our chief guest, Honorable Mrs. Justice Sophie Thomas, and our Honorable VC, Dr. G.B. Reddy, and our Assistant Professor, Mr. Ravindra Kumar D. To begin with our session, I now invite Mr. Ravindra Kumar D, Assistant Professor and Faculty Coordinator and Head of Center for Law and Economics, as well as our Debating Society, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, may I kindly request you to come forward and set the tone for today's event.
So before I welcome each and everyone, I request everyone to stand for a silent prayer. Thank you. So today we are going to start the 2025 batch LL.B as well as LL.M course classes. As part of a UGC, it's mandatory that 1 week every university college should conduct induction program. So we are going to start the induction program today. 5 days induction program actually, which will help the students to know more about NUALS. Before joining here, you just put a number 1, 2, 3, 4 preference in the CLAT and you got admission here. So each student should know what are the things happening in NUALS, what are the various activities apart from studies. We should have extracurricular activities also that will mold the students a good citizen. So we'll give a very brief idea about all these aspects coming 5 days. And today we are having the inaugural section of this induction program. We have very respectful, Honorable Mrs. Justice Sophie Thomas here, retired Judge High Court of Kerala. Ma'am, I welcome you to this induction program. And today's function, the presidential address will be delivered by our own respectful Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. G.B. Reddy, sir. Sir, I welcome you, sir. There are Controller of Examinations, Dr. Asha ma'am, Registrar Lina Akka Matthew, Arun sir is not at least here, Finance Officer, and my colleagues in the faculty, colleagues in the administration. I welcome each and everyone here. And the most respectful parents, I welcome each and every parent came here to start the new journey for your own wards. Then, last but not the least, it's my own students, because I am the first semester faculty coordinator. So I welcome the freshers, each one, LL.B as well as LL.M students. On the outside, I don't want to speak anything about the induction program that you will understand in the coming days. And we are all eagerly waiting to hear from our own Honorable Mrs. Justice Sophie Thomas. It's a very good speaker actually, ma'am. It's a very wonderful speaker. So we will hear more from her about the LL.B course and her journey till reaching the High Court judge. So I welcome each and everyone here. Once again, I welcome each and every one present here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that warm and heartfelt welcome. It is now my honor to invite a visionary academician and an inspiring leader, Professor Dr. G.B. Reddy, Vice Chancellor of the National University of Advanced Legal, to deliver the presidential address. Sir, we are eager to hear your words of wisdom.
Very good morning. Honorable Justice Sophie Thomas, former Judge High Court of Kerala, and the chief guest in the inaugural function of this one-week induction program, Mr. Ravinder Kumar, the respected teacher and faculty coordinator, and of the dais we have our registrar, Dr. Reena Matthews, and the other faculty members, Professor Balkrishnan, Professor Mini, Dr. Asha, the controller, Professor Namita, Professor Nandita, all other professors, Mr. Abhay Chandran, Athira, and dear students and parents. Whether we call it induction program or orientation program or Diksharamb, this is one common name which is used throughout the country. So it is the beginning of a Diksha. So your education, legal education also is akin to a Diksha, a careful journey. And at the outset, I congratulate all the students for getting admitted in the LL.B 5 years course, that is BA LL.B Honours, and LL.M courses at the prestigious National Law University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi, which is a 25 years old institution. I am very sure that you must have conducted sufficient research about the institution and the faculty, its standing, so on and so forth. I am not here to give a lengthy speech, but I am reminded of my student days. I was a law student between 1988 and 91 at Osmania University, and there was no one to orient us like this except our senior students, and most of the students were in search of the hostel rooms because there was a lot of competition. Fortunately, that's not the case here. And the legal education has come of age. When we used to think that law was the last resort, I'm talking about maybe 4 or 5 decades back, today it has become the first resort, the most preferred stream of professional education. Sometimes the demand for legal education is much more as compared to the education in other professions. And the very fact that many students, of course not in the 5 years law course, but in the 3 years law course, I find that technology and engineering graduates are seeking admission in law courses. And for example, if we go to IIT Kharagpur, we have BTech LL.B, intellectual property rights specialization, so on and so forth. And same is the case with other universities where a 3 years law program is offered. It is because, as somebody said, life of the law is not logic but experience, famously attributed to a great judge, Oliver Wendell Holmes, American judge. Today, learning the law has become an experience. It's not mere logic. The opportunities for the law students and law graduates and postgraduates, there are so many. About 3 or 4 decades back, a law graduate had hardly 2 or 3 options. One is to practice law in the court. or to become public prosecutor, that too after practice for about 3 years, or to become a junior civil judge, or to join a bank as a law officer, or some corporate sector as a law officer. But see the present status. Today, a lawyer is required in every stream of human life, social life, corporate life, in the governance, of course in administration of justice, and everywhere. A lawyer's services have become essential, indispensable, right from the birth till the last journey. As we say, right from the cradle till the grave, right from the womb till the tomb, lawyer's presence is necessary. Right from registration of birth till execution of the will. Everywhere. Whether it is the personal matter or property matter, or the matters relating to governance, the social reform, what not, right from local to global, at the international level also, because law has an international dimension. What happens in United States of America or somewhere in South Africa becomes relevant for us, even though it's not binding. Like there are social influencers, but the legal influences are universal. Some development that takes place in one corner of the world certainly has an impact on the other corner. And in the process, law keeps on changing. Law is dynamic. As the students, young students, you will understand that law never remains static. What is good law today may not be good law tomorrow. There may be, in fact, a new decision, a larger bench decision of the court which might have overruled that judgment. There may be a new legislation. Small example, young students. We grew up chanting IPC. Of course, corporate students started IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. But IPC, as far as law of crimes, meant only IPC. Today we can't afford to say only IPC. We have to talk about BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, then BNSS, then BSA, what not. Not that the fundamentals have changed, but the context of the law has changed. The manifestation has changed. Therefore, every student must be on one's own toes. We have to keep up with the changing needs of the society, changing landscape of the laws, the interpretation, because law is not only meant for implementation. We have the application, we have the interpretation, we have the implementation, we have the enforcement. All of them are different topics. And nowadays, the challenges before the students are increasing. The present generation of law students have number of advantages. Now is the education of student-centric education, not teacher-centric education anymore. In the good old days, whatever our teacher used to tell us, that was the gospel's truth. Whatever was published in All India Reporter was gospel's truth. I remember my library used to have 2 sets of All India Reporters. For the beginners, All India Reporter is one of the oldest law reports published in India. And 2 teachers used to borrow them in the first week from the library every month. And they used to come back only after 10 days with so many markings, highlights and all. So, one Professor Balkrishna Rati, I take his name with lot of respect, and another Professor Nageshwar Rao. And whatever they used to tell us based on the latest judgments, so that was everything for us. Is it the case today? Everyone is a netizen. Everyone has a laptop, a palm top, or whatever it is, tap top, right? And within no time, when our respected faculty members are delivering a lecture, you are having equal access to the internet in the form of the screen. And you can easily cross-check. And you have different sources. See, here teacher is the only source, but there are different sources. You say e-waste management, somebody is delivering a lecture. Then if you type e-waste management in your Google search bar, I think you will get millions of entries. So you have to be choosy in understanding what exactly is the correct position. That is an advantage. But at the same time, dear students, I would like you to remember the importance of the teacher. There is a saying, any education without teacher is a blind education. You need a teacher to handhold, to guide you in the proper direction. What you get access on the internet or in the form of other sources is information. It's not the knowledge. Knowledge comes from the teacher, from the scholar, from an expert. So, please don't be under the impression that teacher can be dispensed with. Teachers are always first as far as our agenda is concerned. That is one small advice. The second thing is, now after graduating from NUALS, after getting PG degree from NUALS, the options available to you are many, as I already said. But at the same time, please remember that there is a foundation and there is always a superstructure. Foundation for every law student is the knowledge of the core subjects. There are number of core subjects for you which should not be forgotten. You may be an expert, you want to, in fact specialize in something like anti-dumping practices, law relating to anti-dumping, or competition, or intellectual property, or cyber law, or artificial intelligence. Whatever, these are some of the emerging areas. But at the same time, your fundamental knowledge in the core subjects like the law of contracts, the law of property, the law of crimes, the law of evidence. There are 7 to 8 important core subjects about which you must have a thorough knowledge. So that is where you build your foundation. Foundational, in fact, understanding is equally important. Thereafter, you can become a specialist. You can focus on any of the electives. Speak about gender justice, speak about, in fact, cyber law, speak about anything else, insurance law, tax law, but without forgetting the basic principles and the foundational principles. This is another important aspect. The third one, since there are LLM students also, probably they are witnessing this induction program from the hall upstairs. As far as LLM students are concerned, please remember that you are postgraduate students. The approach of an LL.B student will be different from that of an LLM student. Your understanding must be very broad, more in-depth. I'll give a small example. If LL.B students are referring to J.N. Pandey on constitutional law, it is justified. No issue. Because it is easy to understand and contains all the developments. But what about LLM student? Whether the LLM students who are studying constitutional law must also refer to J.N. Pandey? I think there we have to grow up, is it not? We have to talk about at least Oxford Handbook on Indian Constitutional Law, or speak about H.M. Sirvai, or, maybe Arvind Datar, or V.N. Shukla at least, or M.P. Jain. So, when we go through a standard textbook, standard treatises or commentary, the amount of retention in our mind is much more. We need not read all the 1,000 pages, but go through the relevant portion, and it is not a buffer memory. It will remain. It will be imprinted in our mind. So that may be kept in mind. There is no bar for the UG students to refer to the standard textbooks. Sky is the limit for you. But as far as PG students are concerned, you can go through J.N. Pandey, which is a good book. I am just giving an illustration. If you go through Avatar Singh for Law of Contracts, fine, do it. But you must also go through Anson's Law of Contract, T.S. Venkatesh Iyer's contract. If you want to go through Avatar Singh's company law, nothing wrong. Wonderful book. But you must also refer to Ramaya's company law. Don't think that it is the task of only ACS students. There's another one. And you have to remember the various sources available now. Electronic sources, audio-visual sources. We have number of Swayam programs in which you can enroll yourself. Your students will be guiding you from time to time on various projects, short-term projects, internships, number of competitions. In my entire career, I participated only in one moot court. It was a moot court on family law, Muslim personal law, and my teacher gave lot of publicity, and he wanted the students of all the second years to come and participate. Ultimately, only 2 students remained as mooters. One was myself, another was my very good friend by name Huzayb Ahmad Khan. He became a district judge and recently passed away, unfortunately. And when the teacher conducted the moot, he was the judge. We were the mooters. And there was a monkey sitting in the window. So, I still remember, wonderful experience. Today it's not the case. First year students, first semester students, you will be required to take part in mooting activity right from the first week onwards. Whether it is moot courts, which expose you to the practical aspects, or mock trials, or client interview techniques, or number of clinical subjects which are very well designed in NUALS. All those activities will keep you on a sound footing practically, and experiential learning is something which you will witness. Experiential learning, because you will learn while taking part in that activity in the form of internships. Number of internships are provided. You can go for internships on your own at the given and stipulated period of time with the Supreme Court judges, with the Honorable High Court judges, so with senior advocates, law firms, some of the regulatory bodies, some of the commissions, Competition Commission, IRDA, including police authorities, revenue authorities. So where you are going to learn the brass tacks of the law, the practical aspects. So you have an exciting journey ahead. Dear students, have an open mind, be prepared to work hard. This is not only the age of hard working. People say it is the age of smart working. And we also add networking. Hard work, smart work, and network. Networking among the peers, among the students who are in similar institutions, exchanging one's own ideas, convictions, publications. Remember, don't think that students cannot publish. You can publish. Start with letters to the editor. You can publish. You can, for example, today you read Times of India. The Supreme Court made a mention saying that if a person is kept in jail for a long time, thereafter he is acquitted, then there must be compensation to him. Of course, our learned faculty members will tell you that whether there is malicious prosecution or whatever it is. And this must trigger the thinking in you. Just look at what exactly is the legal position. What are the judgments? You can ask your teachers. and write a piece. 500 words, 400 words, nothing wrong. And when you see your name in print on the screen, that kick is something different. That satisfaction is something different. You are noticed, right? You will become visible, and that will help you in the long run in building a proper career. I am not here to take more time because Honorable Chief Guest, Justice Sophie Thomas Madam is waiting. These are only some of the preliminary remarks which I wanted to make. I take this opportunity once again to welcome all of you to be part of the NUALS family and its culture, and let the institution grow and let the students also prosper in every sense. So I wish all of you, I congratulate the parents, I congratulate the students, and I wish that your journey during the next 5 years or 1 year will be as exciting, as enjoying, as entertaining as you wish. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful and motivating words. It is my pleasure to invite the dignitaries to light the lamp. I cordially invite Honorable Mrs. Justice Sophie Thomas, our chief guest, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. G.B. Reddy, our Registrar, Dr. Lina Akka Matthew, and Professor Dr. Minnie S. to light the lamp. Additionally, we are honored to have Ms. Devika as well as Ms. Fatima, clad toppers for the undergraduate and postgraduate programs to join us. We also welcome Dr. Preeta S., who is a parent of one of our students from this batch, who is also an associate professor at Cochin University, to be a part of this ceremony. Now, I invite Ms. Devika and Ms. Fatima to offer Dakshina to our chief guest, Honorable Mrs. Justice Sophie Thomas. Now, it is with immense pride that I invite our chief guest, Honorable Mrs. Justice Sophie Thomas, respected retired judge of the High Court of Kerala, to deliver the inaugural address. Ma'am, it is an honor to have you with us. May I kindly request you to take the podium and enlighten us with your address.
Respected President of this function, Professor G.B. Reddy, who is Vice Chancellor of NUALS, Mr. Ravindra Kumar, Faculty Coordinator, dignitaries of the dais, faculty members, staff, parents, and dear students who are ready to embark on their new journey into the world of law. A pleasant morning to one and all. First of all, let me congratulate the newcomers for deciding to pursue the legal profession, which is considered to be one of the noblest professions from time immemorial. Lawyers are considered to be the vanguard of society and the watchdog of justice. While selecting this profession, perhaps you might have been influenced or rather fascinated by the success story of renowned lawyers or eminent judges, or you may even be following the footsteps of your family members or friends. Anyway, your choice will take you to the desired heights or even more if you are ready to work hard, focused, with a sense of purpose. I am so happy to see that majority of the students are girls. In a nearby future, for sure, Indian judiciary is going to see the power of women. In Kerala district judiciary, now women are outnumbering men. The paradigm shift I could see from our days is girls are embracing legal profession without any fear or apprehension. When I joined law college in the year 1983, I could see my relatives raising their eyebrows for sending a girl to pursue law instead of sending her to any other field with a stable income. I could answer them with my selection as a magistrate at the age of 28. My elevation as a judge of the High Court, I think, was a befitting reply to the question, what a girl can do with law. I congratulate the parents of the girl students for not hesitating to send your daughters to pursue the legal profession. Dear students, hard work will never go unrewarded. I am guaranteed. We often hear the word justice. What is justice? Doing or maintaining what is just is justice. Fairness or righteousness, etc., are also synonyms for justice. We all want justice, isn't it? As students, teachers, or even a layman need justice and they want justice. Whenever there is violation or infringement of justice, we approach the court to get justice. We know lawyers are instrumental in procuring justice to the poor, oppressed, downtrodden, and the marginalized, for which you should understand the emotions and feelings of common man, and more than that, you should have a righteous heart, understanding the ground realities of human life. Our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, once said, I quote, "If there is a righteousness in your heart, there will be beauty in your character. If there is beauty in your character, there will be harmony at home. If there is harmony at home, there will be order in nation. If there is order in nation, there will be peace in the world." End quote. The very purpose of law is to bring or to maintain peace in the society. By punishing a crime also, we are trying to restore peace by giving justice to the victim. You are all going to be part of the system which brings peace and equilibrium in the society. So you should have a righteous heart filled with love and compassion. Let me share with you the story of a wealthy scholar traveling in a country boat rowed by a rustic village boy to cross the river. On the way, the scholar asked the boy whether you have read Ramayanam. The boy answered, "No, sir, I am a poor boy. I have never read Ramayanam." Then the scholar said, "Your 1/4 of your life has been wasted." They moved on, and again the scholar asked the boy whether you know about Mahabharatam. Then also the boy said, sorry sir, I haven't read Mahabharatam and have never been to school. Then the scholar said to him, half of your life has been wasted. They further went on, and the scholar again asked the boy, whether you know Sanskrit at least? Then the boy said, no sir, since I have to take care of my family, I have never gone to school. The scholar said, oh pity, 3/4 of your life has been wasted. By that time they reached the middle of the river. Then heavy rain and wind lashed, and the boat began to sink. Then the little boy asked with a shivering lips to the scholar, sir, do you know swimming? The scholar said, no, I don't know swimming. Then the boy said, I'm very sorry sir, your entire life has been wasted in this river. The boat sank, the boy swam to the shore, and the scholar drowned. This story tells us, apart from bookish knowledge, we have to develop some life skills also to survive in this world. Our president of this function, the Vice Chancellor, was saying about experiential learning. We need to learn through various kinds of experiences in life, not of ours, but of others also. As we know, the purpose of education is the comprehensive development of an individual. Academic excellence alone may not make a man perfect. He must learn how to deal with human issues and how to get along with human beings, their emotions and situations. That is more important for a lawyer and even for a judge to excel in his profession. So, you future lawyers and judges have to keep your eyes, ears and heart wide open to know about human beings, their issues, feelings, and the way to resolve their problems. Keep your cup empty to receive every knowledge coming on your way. We all know the English small letter I. I meaning me or myself. When that letter, small letter I, is put upside down, it will become an exclamation mark, which means wonder. So we have to say, I can become a wonder. Our life is a journey to find out the wonder within us. Today, you are starting your journey to find out, or rather to bring out, the wonderful legal luminaries within you. When Michelangelo, the famous sculptor, was asked, how could you make these wonderful sculptures from the rock? He answered, see, I am not making anything new. These sculptures are already there inside the rock. I just removed the unwanted rock pieces to bring out the beautiful sculpture which was within. That is exactly the role of a teacher. My appeal to the teachers is to help the students to find out the wonder within them by provoking their thoughts and teaching them to chase their dreams. Teachers can give them roots to stay rooted on virtues and values and give them wings to fly high on their dreams. Teach them to respect each other, especially to respect womanhood. Dear students, you are here to study. Stay focused to become responsible citizens of tomorrow to serve the society. You are the future of Indian judiciary. You have the potential to become great lawyers and eminent judges. Dear students, stay away from the evils of the society, as you will have to lead the society tomorrow. Say no to drugs. We want drug-free campuses. I believe you or your guardian might have already given the anti-ragging undertaking to the university when you joined. Ragging has to be eradicated from our campuses. Live and let live. Enjoy your college life. At the same time, you have no right to encroach into the space of others. The life, liberty, and dignity of others also to be respected. Remember, every student is entitled to get safe and healthy environment for study. Dear students, Remember with gratitude your parents who have great hopes and expectations about you. Their eyes shall never be wet because of you. My humble respect to the respected college authorities is that there shall be no compromise on discipline in the campus. And hostel wardens should be strict on their actions to safeguard the children from any kind of abuses. In case of any such violations, strict actions to be followed without fear or favor. Dear children, once again I welcome you all to the world of law. I wish you every success in your personal and professional life. Enjoy your academic life without hurting anyone. Make good friends and good memories which you can cherish throughout your life. I wish you good luck and may God bless you all. With the blessings of all present here, let me declare this induction program inaugurated. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring and thought-provoking address. Your words have truly elevated the spirit of this event. Now, I invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. G.B. Reddy, to kindly offer a small token of appreciation to our Chief Guest, Honorable Mrs. Justice Sophie Thomas.
So actually, there is no vote of thanks because we continue the induction program. This is actually an inauguration of induction program of 2025. But if we didn't say thanks to our chief guest, it is not good from our part. Ma'am, when I call you 2 days back, what actually ma'am said is that actually she is coming from Tribunagara. It's very near place. And ma'am told me that the vehicle should reach at 7:30. Right? Because it will take only 45 minutes to reach here. Your program starts at 9. So I don't want to be there in a traffic jam at Kakanad. There is Info Park. So she want to be here 15 minutes early. What I want to tell you, the students of BA, LL.B as well as LL.M, that when ma'am said that I should be here at 9, if I am late, your functions will start late. You should follow her the punctuality of time that ma'am follows. You should come to the class at 9 because class starts at 9. 8:55 you should be there in the room, classrooms. That punctuality aspect you should follow from her. That's the first thing. The remaining things already ma'am said, that also you have to follow. Ma'am, anyway, thank you very much for coming here because I think it's not good from our part to say thanks. Once a person coming to the NUALS, they become a member of the NUALS family. So anyway, I'm thanking you, ma'am, for coming here and your wonderful advice to the students. Thank you very much. Yes. Just for the parents and the students. Anyway, the first day, all the parents are allowed to sit with the students, their wards. Next day onwards, we have different sections. So part of induction program, I already told you that after the induction program, the students will get a very clear picture about what are the activities that are happening in NUALS. So I'll give a brief to the parents also because today the induction program ends at 1:15. Morning it's 9 it started and finish at 1:15, and you can take your children and have a very good lunch and go home. First day we have induction program only up to the forenoon section. But tomorrow onwards, your induction program starts from 9 till 4:15. So if any parents want to sit, welcome. But usually we allow the parents to sit in the first day. So we have different programs. Today we have, after the inauguration, we'll have introduction to the 5-year integrated course, LL.B course, as well as 1 year LL.M course. Give a brief idea about the course that conducted here. After that, the section on internal quality assurance, IQAC. Then examination system of NUALS. Then moot court society, which is an important part of our law students, moot court. So the first day we give an idea about all these things. Second day we have that already the chief guest told you that you have to develop your skill apart from learning. So we have a skill-based learning. 4 semesters you have a skill-based learning is there. So different aspects. So we'll give an idea about skill-based learning. Then under skill-based learning there is one aspect is a socio-legal study, which helps the students to conduct research, how to do a research, how to conduct a project, etc. So regarding socio-legal study under skill-based learning will be give a brief idea by the teacher, who is actually the coordinator of that skill-based learning. Then about the placement cell. Then the most important one is Anti-Drug and NDPS Act. The resource person is none other than the Commissioner of Police of Kochi, Vimaladitya Sir, IPS. That is the second day. Then 3:15 to 4:15, the introduction of various research and study centers at NUALS. We are having 16 learning centers. So we'll give some of the centers idea in the second day. Then the third day, July 18, we have introducing Internal Complaints Committee in NUALS and also POSH Act. Then about Students' Council and the National Service Scheme here in NUALS. Then hostels, students' committees about hostels, etc. Then the debate society, which will help the students to improve their debating skill, which will give an idea or which will give an experience in arguing the case in the court. Then the remedial teaching, the students who are very back in studies, we help them by remedial teaching. Then career opportunities in law, that will be given by a resource person, Advocate Nagaraj Narayanan. Then the fourth day, of course, the mental health and happy studenthood, which will be a resource person, eminent resource person, V. Roldan, is a senior consultant and psychologist. That section will be held on the fourth day. Then about anti-ragging measures by Advocate Niharika. Then another thing that happens in NUALS is a legal aid clinic, ADR society, pro bono club, and the gamification. That section will be held at 2:15 to 3:15. Again, the different centers at NUALS that will held at 3:15 to 4:15 on the fourth day. The final day, we have an alumni. Actually, she completed LL.B from here, and she's actually a partner in a very leading law firms, and she is interacting with the students, first years, and she will give you an idea about how that internship helped her to reach that place, reach that position. So you can interact with her. Most probably she will be on online because she is not having any leave there. She cannot come here. She is working in Bangalore. So we'll arrange that the fifth day. Then importance of moot courts and internship for LL.B students. That section will handled by Advocate Tushara James. She is actually a moot trainer in NUALS also. Then final section will be physical fitness and physical education. That section will be dealt by Dr. Shalini, head of the Department of Veterinary and Animal Sciences. She is actually the physical education director there. So that is the fifth day. So the induction program ends with physical fitness and physical education. So we are having a section of 5 days. And if any parents want to sit, you can sit the next day also. But usually The first day only the parents will be here. After that, you will leave the children here and you will come back only after 5 years. Don't do that. This is what actually happens here. First day you will give your children to our hands. It's our duty to look after, of course. As a teacher, it's correct. But within 5 years you should come here. You should ask how your children performing. Your children are safe in our hand, no doubt. You got a right place. Even though I am working here, it is not good from my part to say that it is a right place, but it is. As a teacher, I am working here from the inception of this NUALS. I know that. Different type of students. But your children are very safe. Your hostel facilities are there. I hope that all the students got hostels, right? First semesters? Freshers, you got hostel? No. Not allowed? Or you didn't apply? You didn't. Why? Yeah, that we will inquire. What about others? I think majority of the students got hostel, right? Isn't it? Yeah. So you should speak the first day, right? In the class also there should be interaction we need. Not a monotonous lecture that teacher is giving you in the class. It should be interactive section. So anybody wants to, next section starts at 10:30. If anybody wants to say, any parents want to share something, you can. Whether you drop your children in the right place. Yeah, we are having university bus here. NUALS to its High Court, it goes. Actually, we'll inform the students the route, etc. Right? We'll inform. Yeah, only one route. Only one bus is here. So that will inform the students. No issue. Then anything? If anybody, any parents want to share something? So we will have the next section after having a cup of tea. So it's a break for tea. Everyone should have tea from outside.